Hello and welcome to Thought for June the 5th. Our readings are Joshua chapter 23 and 24, Isaiah chapter 29 and Hebrews chapter 12. And our thought is a book that is sealed. How many can read the Bible as a whole and really make sense of it, so that it speaks to them in their heart and stirs them to live their lives really conscious of God and of his Son? This question came to mind as we pondered the message in Isaiah today. Parts of it evidently a commentary on the attitudes of many in the prophet's day. Many had failed to develop a real living relationship with God. After recording a vision of what will happen to people at the time when the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion, this vision shall be like a dream, a vision in the night, we read in chapter 29, verse 8. In verse 11, the condemnation is made, "The vision of all this has become to you like the words of a book that is sealed." Verse 11. The people are like those who refuse to read, when men give it to one who can read, saying, "Read this," and he says, "I cannot, for it is sealed." But it is clear that this is an excuse, for a remarkable statement is made in verses 13 and 14. And the Lord said, "Because this people draw near to me with their mouth and honour me with their lips, while their hearts are far from me, and their fear of me is a commandment taught by men. The wisdom of their wise men shall perish. It is human wisdom that perishes. They are told, they turn things upside down. Shall the potter be regarded as the clay, that the thing made should say to its maker, 'He did not make me'?" Verse 16. Today many would add, "I just evolved." How well these words apply to the human wisdom of today. God's word is a book that is sealed. We must remember that there is no middle path. If we do not apply our minds to the true meaning of God's words, then it is sealed for us. The day is coming. God's word says, as we read on in verses 19 and 20, when the meek shall obtain fresh joy in the Lord, and the poor among mankind shall exult in the Holy One of Israel. For the ruthless shall come to nothing, and the scoffer cease. There is no point in being aware of the vision of God's ultimate action against the nations of the earth if we only honour God with our lips, refusing to apply our minds to unseal his book. Thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, when we can open up the pages of God's word, remembering that they are a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.